Oh, man. Dang. Oh, well, it just gives us more chance to listen to the music. But you can just see the ginormous difficulty spike that just occurred. No! Stupid bus! Stupid bus! Yeah, we lost. That's no bueno. Yeah, whatever. We'll be back. We'll be back. Edit car, the Bloodhound, the J161 CUBH. And wow, those are some very large rear brakes. Rear brakes are as large as the front ones, if not bigger. That's... Somebody likes a rearward brake bias, that's for sure. Okay. Just gotta make sure that we get this guy, this lady, I should say, in the proper place. Bloodhound, Shiro Sasaki, bartender. Bloodhound, little by little. Okay. He is a hard worker, climbing level by level, never losing his humble attitude. 2 years ago, even though he is one of the 13 ogre military officers, he experienced a heavy defeat. The exterior appearance is overall simple, but if there were one thing that stands out, that would be the dual large-sized muffler. He has put effort into power enhancement and strengthening sound quality. Look at those exhausts. I tell ya, those really stand out. Setsuko Kuro, secretary, dejected angle, beauty never lusts long. She has completely analyzed the thorough defeat she experienced 2 years ago and has returned as an even fiercer opponent. With one tremendous rear wing on that S15. That thing is... thing sticks out like an extra foot beyond the bumper. That is a wing. All about that downforce. I think if we go this direction, we should be able to race her right off the bat in a fairly favorable area, which is what we want. Or not. Dang it! Well, there's another guy back here, so we'll go back and... I'll go back and wait. But invisible walls are your friends. Oh, here's another guy with a ridiculous wing on his car. Talk about a spoiler alert. Boo doo boo doo 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 doo. Boo doo boo doo 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 doo. Should probably focus on driving. Probably the smart thing to do. There we go. No muss, no fuss. Nice, simple, and easy. Whoa! Whoa! That bus! Oh, that bus! He's having some control issues. Shiver Drift Dancer. Are you a pirate? Oh, there's what's her name. Although we really do not want to race her on that section of road because we ain't got a chance. In general, when it comes to this game, the straighter the road, the worse it is for you. Until you get to the point where you just have oodles and oodles of money and you've done engine swaps and things like that. Which engine swaps can be fairly ridiculous. There's someone mentioned this already in one of the comments on one of these videos, but yeah, we're just gonna call it there. There's no real need to catch up and waste time. Yes, I know about pit areas and everything like that, but it's just sometimes just not worth it. And that guy's name was Shiver Drift Timbers or whatever his name was, and he drives a front-wheel drive car. You're not drifting with front-wheel drive. You are ass dragging. There is a difference. And yes, I did just say that, and you know it's the truth. Front-wheel drive drifting is... How is that a thing? CWL. I'm sorry. It's just like... CWL is... Can't remember which direction that goes. It goes clockwise. So I think this was going to be the best area for us to attempt to race her. Or at least force her to show up as like the first car. That way we don't need to waste a lot of time driving around. Hey! Almost like I planned it like this. You know, the good thing is though, at least this game has good the boss battle theme. At least it's good. Because otherwise it'd just be torturous, but I like this song. It's good. I need turbo! You can see the speed, it's like Star Wars! Come on! Yeah, we ain't got a chance here. In fact, I'm just gonna kind of throw it into the wall to eat up our XP. That way we can go ahead and get a race in a friendly to us location. To anyone who hasn't played this game and you thought I was joking about the difficulty spike or the fact that you need to know where the AI absolutely fails, this is proof. See if we can get the cut under. There we go. That's circuit racing technique, yo. Stay behind us. Get back! Get back, get back! You don't know me like that! Oh! Bump drafting was meant for Daytona and Talladega, not Tokyo highways. And now you lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. I am the king of Tokyo. There's $100,000 in my bank account. The defeat of Dejected Angel. Tokyo is plunged further into wider chaos. A new stage opens, multiplying the numbers of rivals. The one awakened instinct will not sleep until all are conquered. Yay! Story time! Engine level 4. Mission level 2. Not sure if that's like you've unlocked like section 2 of the game or transmission level 2. It shows as transmission, but it just says mission. Reinforcements. Added car, the dejected angel. Yeah. Victory. It feels so good. She has created her medium-class car into a fierce can-do-all machine, exhibiting its strength at both medium and high-speed stages. It seems her style is to force a battle into a long one and persevere a win. Yeah, and that's why we went on a short stage. Game never lies. So I'm gonna go ahead and save it here because it's time for a save, seeing how we just took out a boss and earned ourselves a healthy payday and things like that. And now we move on to one of two new areas. Osaka or Nagoya, which both kind of suck, to be honest. So we're gonna go ahead and go with Nagoya just because it happens to be the next one down the line. As you can see, it is a bit of a smaller area. Most of the, well, basically all of them except for the boss battles fit on one page. So quicker area, and yeah. And look at that, we already got 45% of this game complete. No we don't. No we don't. Nagoya. At one time, this was the starting line to the entire country. 400 years later, the superheroes would run at over 200 kilometers an hour, carrying the dreams of— I can't read that fast! Nagoya's strongest teams, Genesis R. Seeks. The battle in which all would bet their pride and plunge Nagoya Kanju into a turbulent age. Can I has West Corvette now, please? Yeah! Got some new music. Some overly dramatic battle music. And some dance techno music thingamajigger stuff. Aw, yeah. The thing is, though, at this stage is you already have a car that's upgraded to take out one area, and that basically means that you've built your car up to a pretty healthy level, and you'll just basically cream people, and the next areas will just go by a heck of a lot quicker because of the fact that they are smaller, as well as the fact that the car is already upgraded, so battles end up being, you know, run up to the next guy, flash your headlights at the guy, go to the next guy. And yeah, I like how in the garage the colors match fairly decently between the carbon and the paint job, which is basically everything, just the fenders. Is that the guy I'm racing? And my dog is now barking, which means that mail's here. So you do kind of just tend to cream people and cruise along and go about your day, which is kind of lame. But you have to go through these areas to get to the next stage of the game, which is why The game is really just trolling you when it says that you have 45% complete, because we are nowhere near 45% complete. As I believe I said in one of the previous episodes, there are literally 600 different people to race in this game. That is a lot. But it's basically saying 45% of the first stage complete. So hopefully we should be able to get a good win combo going. We should be able to stay out here for a long while and rack up money, because as you do win more races, you do build that win combo, which means that you get more money per win, which is always a good thing. So more money, fewer problems. Because while at this stage we don't necessarily really need any more upgrades, and I'm not actually going to buy those other upgrades that we unlocked until we actually need them, because I might end up sticking that money towards a newer car. Can't hurt to have more money for when that time does come. Miracle goal! I guess this guy was in the World Cup mood. Must be a Portugal fan. Ugh. Still can't believe that. That was quite the goal. But, by the time you guys are seeing this, the World Cup's going to be like way old. So I'm not even sure why I'm bringing that up, but yeah. It was enjoyable to watch some of the World Cup, though. It was definitely some exciting moments. And apparently the United States has a new Secretary of Defense. But, is that a bowling pin? That is a bowling pin on a building in Nagoya. Please tell me that is real. If so, that is the most amazing thing in the history of foreverness. That is so Japanese. Actually, no, it's not really. It's Japanese, it'd be like King Kong or something, but still. A building with a bowling pin on top of it, pretty dang cool. Actually surprised it was a bowling pin. No! Why? Why did I do this? Torn asunder. Isn't that a Iced Earth song? Or who's it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Iced Earth. Is that one of their songs? Something like that? I don't know. This guy's a little bit quicker. Also, I'm just running out of speed. The other two cities are a bit straighter in their roads that you start off with, so they do favor more higher power cars, which is kind of silly because at the beginning you can only have so many cars, and I hate to think how fun this area would be if you bought something like an MX-5 or whatever that only has like 120 horsepower. Like, it would just be not fun. The car would just totally not work in this area, which they don't really tell you that. You kind of gotta just know that. Otherwise, well, you end up screwing yourself up. I actually kind of wonder if the street signs in this game actually make any sort of sense. Not that I speak Japanese or would ever be using those street signs, because they're like super low resolution and stuff like that, which would make them impractical to read anyways, but I don't know, sometimes those cool little details are cool little details. Such as buildings with bowling pins on top of them. This music is too overdramatic for these races. Square Lunch. He is a square lunch for my S14. That is what he is. Because his car is mighty boxy. And he really poses as much threat as a lunch. Of course, did I just ruin that joke by explaining that joke? I think I did. Building. It's probably like Japan's largest bowling center. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. I do know that that yellow sign means that the road ends. There's lane mergers and stuff like that. And toll booths, which are always good fun in this game because, well, the handling in this game is PS2 era. And that means that, well, wall riding is a thing still. So just conveniently demonstrated for you guys, but as well as the fact that it's kind of floaty. And kind of floaty steering, going through a toll booth at speed with another car trying to like push you through the toll booth at the same time. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Pretty fun. So anyways, again with the overly dramatic battle music, feels like this should be something for like a team leader, for crying out loud, not just regular Joe Schmoes. And are we gonna race? Are we gonna race? Or did the game just go stupid again? Okay, there we go. I guess it's because I got stuck behind the van. Going down 15 nights. You're gonna need 15 more before you get up to my speed. Famous last words. Famous last words. Yeah, apparently these hothead guys are fairly rapid, I guess. I don't know, maybe the game scales the difficulty up once you beat the first level, so that way the other guys are faster. But I always remember these areas being a lot easier after you've already gone ahead and beaten one. And hey, don't blame me, the AI does it too, it's legit, okay? Wall riding is a tactic, it is a skill. Don't hate. Don't hate the player, hate the game. We are about to overheat. There's only one more guy on the road in front of us, which means we'll need to find a pit area, or we'll need to call it a night anyway, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. Because we reach Beach Girl. Boy, these are some intimidating names that they have in this game. All Fear Beach Girl. So scary and tough. Then again, maybe she's a very large woman who likes to run around in a bikini, which may or may not be a good thing. Who knows? Maybe it could be a scary thing. I guess. Then again, it is Japan. And how many fat Japanese people are there? Like 5? Well, fat Japanese people who aren't sumo wrestlers, which, can you really call a sumo wrestler fat? Doesn't seem like it makes too much sense. It's kind of like saying that, you know, an offensive lineman in American football is fat when it's kind of, you know, part of the job description. It's kind of like a requirement, you know. They gotta be, you know, bigger dudes. Like, you know, you wouldn't want a 6 foot 175 guy blocking for you. It just would not work out right at all. Okay, it just makes no sense. And we'll see if there's a pit area up here, although I do not think there is. The next pit pit area is down in the bottom right-hand corner of this map area. Although I like driving down this road because it's got the lights and everything, which makes it feel like you're going really fast and hyperspeed stuff. It's Japan, and no pit area for you. How to take a corner like a boss. You know what? Our tires are going to be shot anyways. Hysterical Charger! Hysterical Charger. That is me. I am hysterical. Then I guess Genesis R and Seeks are basically the boss teams. They're not the same as the bosses from Tokyo. They're just a improved team, which is kind of lame, but it works, I guess. So we'll keep on trucking along here in Nagoya. We should knock this city out in really just a couple of episodes. Unlike Tokyo, which takes a long while. But Tokyo is also the most fun because it's Tokyo. Although it doesn't have a building that has a giant bowling pin on the roof, which it's cool. Just saying. I know you people are thinking, why does he keep coming back to the building with a bowling pin on the roof? Because I do. It's cool. Okay. Thing's got to be like 30 feet tall. And could you imagine like the day that they have to tear that building down? Would they get like a giant wrecking ball and then paint some thumb holes on it? So it'd be like a giant bowling ball knocking over the giant bowling pin. That'd be great. Again, I am easily amused, easily entertained. Whoa! Man, such a manly horn in this thing. It'd be cool if you could get like a semi horn, just honking that thing. I gotta say, I kind of like my car. Kind of like the way it's turned out. I'm happy with how this car is looking. Inger Star Mine. I'm scared. And unfortunately, I don't remember the stories behind as many of these teams in these other towns than Tokyo. It's a little bit easier to remember Tokyo because of the fact that Tokyo Xtreme Racer 0, is a thing, and it, basically covered pretty much Tokyo in the same way. I mean, really, the difference between Xtreme Racer 0 and Xtreme Racer 3 is more or less nothing other than 3 has licensed cars, for better or worse, and 2 more cities to race in. But otherwise, there's really not like huge difference. In fact, I'd say if you're looking to get one of these games to play, pick either one of them up if you can find them, because I'm sure they're pretty easy to find, in all honesty, but I don't know, maybe they're not. But I would definitely go with 3 over 0. Just because of the fact that it has more stuff. And wow, that guy was kind of a jerk. Don't let me know where to go, man. Which I guess is kind of the point of a race, to beat your opponent. But still, it's nice. It's like if you're gonna go ahead and like cut somebody off, make sure they're not wearing a GoPro first, because then everybody's going to know that you're a giant douchebag. You just ran into a bus. So that's one team down. So continue our march on Nagoya. But no, speaking of the people who ride like motorcycles, I saw my first guy with a GoPro on his motorcycle helmet the other day. And I was like, that's interesting. Obviously, I know it's a thing and stuff like that. I watch a couple of those channels, but it's like, people actually do that. I guess it's not really all that strange anymore. Not that it really should be strange, because, hey, if that's strange. I hate to think about what talking while playing a video game is, but I'm sure that definitely qualifies as strange. It's like if you're gonna like cut somebody off, make sure that you didn't cut off the Russian guy with the dash cam. Like, you know, there's a. I'm sure you guys have probably seen this video because it ended up sort of making the rounds and it kind of became viral pretty much or something like that. But some guy who got his bike stolen and he had a GoPro on, and the people just come up to him and steal his bike, but they don't even think about the fact that this guy has a camera on top of his head. Like, just, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Just, if you're gonna steal a guy's bike, make sure he doesn't have a camera recording you doing it. And if he does, make sure you take the camera. Yeah, we're fine. We don't need to take it. Surami Minami. Surami Nanami Junction. Nanami. It's a town in Wisconsin. Pretty sure. It's not a place in Japan. Then again, town names in Wisconsin make about as much sense as places in Japan, so yeah. Oh, poor little MX-5. Why are you driving an MX-5 on these roads? Track day, bro! Track day! Nice como esta. Okay. Nice como esta. Yeah. So I guess this guy speaks Spanish or something like that. I guess. But he didn't want to actually phrase that as like a question. It's just como esta. Maybe his last name is como esta. Should be kind of weird. Apparently this way is to the airport, according to that blue sign. I should probably pay attention to where I'm going. You know, judging by these signs and the kind of simplistic things that I can kind of understand from them, such as the arrows and everything like that, I guess they probably actually are like realistic and do tell you like what is actually going on. See? Airport. Airplane. There's a blue sign with an airplane on it. That means there's an airport over here. The more you know, right? Went from very relaxing music cruising down that road to overly dramatic music to now this super hyped up, clearly Japanese music. There should be some sort of cute little cartoon character dancing in front of me. Which, now that I think about it, here's a random thought. Wasn't there a game where you could have like characters on your dashboard or whatever, like, and they had like dance as you drove around, something like that. I know that is in one of the Dirt games, but it's a different game than that. I can't remember. I don't know. Every racing game should have the hula girl that you can stick on your dashboard, right? Oh, we're back to Surami Murami Junction. Actually, that'd be pretty cool to see like a hula girl duct tape within like a prototype, like a P1 car, and just have her stuck down on the dashboard, dancing away. Be pretty cool to see. Really good representation of the G-forces. Oh my goodness. That's like Toaster Mobile to the maximum. Yeah, why would you race that? You should be racing the guy with the Isuzu Vehicross. I think you guys would make a great team. My goodness. But speaking of the Toaster Mobile, that is the Scion XB or whatever it's called in your locale. At least I think it's the XB. Is it the XD? I don't know. Scion's naming, or whatever brand they fall in your area, always struck me as very weird and very odd. Like the fact they had a card that was called the XD. Like, was that supposed to like represent that smiley face thing that people like to do on the internet? The capital X, capital D, like face palming smile type thing? Is that what that's supposed to be? Is that? And why would I want my car to be like a face palming smile? Why would I want that? Then again, if you drive that car, I'm going to say it again, chances are you're probably face palming while laughing. But I'm sure they're perfectly fine cars for what they are. You know, serviceable A to B transportation with space in the back and stuff like that. So, hey, whatever floats your boat. But actually, in the back of the most recent Auto Week, at least I think is the most recent one, as of the recording of this video, had a picture of one of those toaster mobiles actually done as a toaster. It had like a power cable on the back, it had toast sticking up out of it, the little UL safety sticker to let you know that it's a safe to operate piece of toasting equipment. And I laughed. Found it funny. I think if you're going to drive one of those cars, you might as well have some fun with it, right? And holy goodness. Holy buckets, this guy is... He's brought the speed. Until here. Hey, wall ride. No, van. That was Surami Nurami Junction. Tsunami Nurami. Okay, and here's your team leader. Team Hothead. Forever Night. It is Forever Night in this game because there's no other option but night. We are about to overheat, which means we are going to lose some power. That's not going to be helpful. I don't think we'll have to deal with a boss battle after this guy. So that might not be an issue. There's nobody else, so we might just call it a night of racing here in Nagoya. Oh, and I think there's even a bullet train station up here. I didn't see that. That'd be cool. I'm pretty sure the bullet train would win. Just not fair. Not fair at all, man. Ooh, brakes. And those clearly say they are Brembo brakes, actually, which is kind of funny because I don't think they're actually licensed, but it clearly says those are Brembos, but we'll let that slide. And let's go ahead and take a look at that rival list. Yeah, we're making some pretty good progress through here. There's only half a team, one team, 2.5 teams, 3.5 teams. A lot faster than Tokyo, a lot faster than Tokyo. That is for dang sure. Which hopefully this guy is from... No, he's not from the team. Wow, nice headlights there, Batman. If I remember correctly, this Team Attention, their thing is they like to have like stereo systems and things like that. That's why they drive these very large vehicles, so that way they can put more subwoofers and stuff in there to make them cooler and stuff, to get people's attention. You see what they did there? But really, what that's just saying is they drive really slow. And they drive very ugly vehicles very slowly. So there's nothing to like about those guys. They're a bunch of losers. Seriously, stereo systems. Come on. Hey, if you're gonna be in the stereo systems and things like that, why are you racing? I mean, just logic. There's nothing wrong with stereo systems inherently, but they're heavy, and heavy stuff goes slowly. So, why would you make your car heavier intentionally with the purpose of racing it? I don't know. In fact, I'm so obsessed with weight reduction on my car, I removed all the paint and then painted the rest of the car black because it looked kind of stupid. But I don't even have windshield wiper motors in here because you've never seen the windshield wipers work, so clearly they must not actually work. Which, hey, if you're only going to drive the car in the dry, windshield wipers anyways. I mean, it's just extra weight. Extra weight that you don't really need. Don't tell Angel Flow that. As we go to the Higashibitsuen. Yeah. Higashibitsuen. I think I might have maybe said that kind of, sort of, maybe close to kind of, maybe right. Not really, but close enough for American, right? I always have to wonder though, like how many of these names are just like common everyday like names? Like what is the Japanese equivalent of like John? Like, the simplest name out there. Probably still a complete and absolute tongue twister that there's no way I could ever pronounce correctly. It's just silly. It's just silly. And then you kind of wonder, do like Finnish people. Everybody knows about Finnish people and their names that have a lot of letters and everything like that. Do they struggle to pronounce basic like English names? Like, is it as difficult for them to pronounce our basic names as it is for us to pronounce their basic names? How does that work out? Apparently Dance Lover has the stereos pointing backwards for extra speed or something. Why is this guy so much faster than the rest of his team? What's the meaning of this nonsense? Why is he gaining? He has a higher top speed than I do. I'm calling game hacks right here. He's walling. Actually, that's me that's walling. Don't mind me. Okay. This guy's still not really a challenge or anything like that, so shouldn't have too much of an issue. Center him up, that way we get the bump draft. This game is largely about blocking and driving like a giant douchebag. It really is. Simple as that. This guy's already lasted like twice as long as the rest of his teammates combined. So, that's off to you there, Mr. Dance Lover. Although you still lose. As we get to the Surami Minami Junction, of course. That's my favorite place on the track. Love that Surami Numami Junction. Tsunami Numami Junction. You can really see just how much shorter this lap is than when we were in Tokyo. So we're already back to Higashibetsuen. Goes by a lot quicker when you only have like half the teams and the size of the playground is, well, not even half the size. Just rhyme. Okay. Shizzle for Rizzle. Yeah. I just rhymed. Counts. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, listen to that music. Makes me wanna boogie. Oh yes, I am all about boogieing. Live my life one boogie at a time. No! No! What have I learned about driving in chase cam? What have I learned? Oh man, that van just totally screwed me over. And so did this pal. Yep, we lost. Too many things have gone wrong to win this one. Yeah. That van moved over in front of me. And then there's nothing I can do about it because my depth perception is terrible in this camera angle. Next thing you know, I run over a van and guy goes blowing on by, and then I get stuck behind another van. It's no good. I like how this game actually has like real-time reflections. That's pretty cool. I know there's some PC racing games out there that don't have real-time reflections. Yeah. But they also do have slightly better physics than that. Good fun, good fun. You know what? Every now and then you just need a good wall ride. You know, it's part of a racing game. Good racing games will allow you to wall ride from time to time. Catch up to these guys at the Muritamachi Junction. Well, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to hit the pits. There's a pit area right up here, and our car's getting fairly toasty. We should be coming up on some team leaders here. We only need one more guy, and then one more guy for two different teams, and then we'll have Genesis and Seeks show up, which are the boss teams, so I'll be ready to go for that. Golden Jackal. wonder if you can get carbon fiber door handles in this game. Need more carbon fiber. Truth is, though, you can never have too much carbon fiber because carbon fiber is both stylish yet functional. And everybody loves functional style enhancements. I mean, would race cars be as cool as they are if they weren't, you know, if they didn't look cool at the same time? It's like, you know, if those large wings that race cars always have weren't functional, they'd just look entirely stupid. But because they keep the car super glued to the ground, it's actually cool. I mean, what's the difference between a wing on the back of a 98 Honda Civic with like one of the base 1.6 liters or whatever it is? Like, not even a VTEC equipped engine. What is the difference between a wing on that car and a wing on a, you know, prototype race car? Well, the difference is they actually do something and, wow, I'm going the wrong way. Let's do that on purpose. He did it for pride, I did it for style. Oh no, oh no, no. Saw that happening. Saw that stupid van in time. Up behind me and I just knew that he was going to run me over right into the van. The sad thing is, I think that one guy was actually more challenging than his team leader. I'm not sure what was up with that, but I guess I'll take it. And oh no! Oh no! Scary. I'm so scared. Seeks. What kind of name is Seeks? And why is there RX-7, 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 Supra? Like, really? What's up with that, man? Why is that random guy driving a Supra? It just doesn't make any sense. American Wolf. I wonder if he's wearing that Howling Wolf t-shirt. I hope he is. I hope he is. Everybody should. Everybody should have one of those shirts. Should be a requirement to own one of those shirts. I'm gonna beat this guy, then we'll face his team leader, and then the other boss team I think might show up. Something like that. Just have the two boss teams to take out. I'd say it should be a bit tougher than these guys are, but a bit more of a challenge. Which, from the looks of it, I think I'm going to have to go ahead and buy those upgrades we earned when we finished Tokyo. So we still obviously have Osaka to do anyways, so. Once you clear each city, you get a bonus credit amount, which does provide a very good way to upgrade your car in a massive fashion. That's probably the best time to buy a new car. But, Steel Dinosaur in the Celica. Let's see. Interesting car selection. Can't see it right now, but yes, I'm totally bobbing my head to the sound of this music. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Steel Dinosaur. Yeah, there's a better version of Steel Dinosaur. There's a guy in this game who drives a Pontiac Firebird from the 80s. Which, he is crazy fast. And now I got the other team that shows up with their Lexuses and Nexi and Toyota Chasers and stuff like that. And stuffs and stuff, yeah. Ooh, look at those people all parking on the highway, aren't they cool? But there's a guy who drives one of those, and like his car is like wicked fast, and then you finally like beat him and you get his car available for purchase. And it turns out that it's like that's like 90 horsepower and everything like that. And it's like, what? Which, if you don't know about the engine swaps, that's when you promptly quit the game and figure out this game is cheating. Alternatively, you figure out that, well, he engine swapped it. That's why his car was a missile in a straight line, because it had nothing to do with a 90 horsepower 4-cylinder under the hood. And we're racing Michelle in all caps. You ain't no Jay Beasley, okay? And if you are an iRacer, you will know what I mean by Jay Beasley. Wow. Michelle, you are using some serious steering input there in the middle of the corner there. Those wheels are turned like 45 degrees. It's the flow of the car there. That's some serious understeer built up in that car. No, you ain't gonna win, you ain't gonna win. Well, the car's about to overheat. I could go ahead and hit the rest area, pit area, but I'd rather go ahead and get some upgrades. Celica GT4, 4-wheel drive. Toyota BB Z 1.5 2-wheel drive X version. Yeah, getting very descriptive on that one. Just to clear up any confusion as to which specific model of toaster that was. It was the 1.5 liter 2-wheel drive X version. Ooh, 15 more horsepower. Couple more, a little bit more torque. I think we had some more upgrades. Transmission. So it was telling us that it was the transmission that had an upgrade. It isn't just saying there's mission level 2. Dang, those are some heavy brakes. A brake pad rotor set with easy to handle and stable effectiveness, suitable even for a beginner. The brake pad is exchanged for one with a higher regular rotor temperature than the normal, increasing resistance to fading. The rotor's surface is heat treated and therefore has more power to withstand cracks, enhanced durability, and higher braking power. Okay. You know, the funny thing is, they say it's easy to handle for beginners, but then they make it a stage 2 upgrade. Doesn't seem very logical to me, but I don't make the rules, I only enforce them. Something like that. And I can't remember if I changed my tires, but hopefully we did. Especially with that extra 15 horsies under the hood, man. Meanwhile, everybody that I've raced has had a roll cage.
It's like all I get is a freaking strut tower bar. Like, come on! This is not fair! Look at that, even the road has reflections. It's just pretty impressive for a PS2 game. No! Oh. Oh, I wasn't even looking. I blew it. Oh boy, that was embarrassing. I can't even be angry on that one. That was all me. If you're gonna play a game, you should probably pay attention to the game. That's the case. Now it's a good lead too, and we had it in the bag. We got the power to hang with these guys now. Hang with them directly and not have to rely on, you know, cheap douchebag tactics where you just like park in front of them and let them push you and everything like that. So that's okay. Revenge is a thing. I think that's the first time in a very long while that a van has been to the inside of that corner at Surami Namami Junction. You always got to be in the wall riding lane. Nope, 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 nope. Wrong turn. The good thing about the rain, I think, is that it helps keep your engine cool, which you definitely don't want to overheat because then you lose all sorts of power. Like, your engine won't blow up or anything like that, but your car will be so fast that you might as well just get out and push it. Especially compared to some of these tougher opponents and things like that, so... And apparently in Japan, the white taillights are a thing, I guess. I guess that's popular. Don't know why you would want that, though. That just sounds extraordinarily dangerous and really quite ugly. I don't know. Just kind of one of those things where, like, brake lights being red are so, like, common that... to see them any other color. No! Get out of the way, bus. Any other color than red, it's just like, well, that's ugly. It just doesn't look right. And I'm kind of disappointed that a guy who goes by the name Black Leopard doesn't have a leopard print car. Seems like a bit of a missed opportunity. Holy... Out of the darkness, here comes the Black Leopard. Holy bejeebus. He ain't gonna win this one because he's gonna end up losing some SP on the wall here, but... Whoa. My goodness. That guy just had VTEC kick in, yo. Whew. And yes, as I'm sure many of you guys will probably have noticed by now, there is no Honda in this game. I guess they didn't want to license Honda, or Honda didn't want to have their cars featured in this game because it's all about, you know, illegal street racing and things like that, and bad messages for the children, and not wishing to be affiliated with that type of stuff, you know. I guess, makes sense. But kind of lame. Means that I can't make as many VTEC jokes because... VTEX jokes are always somehow slightly entertaining, but they're not really, but they are, but they're not. I think this is the fourth guy from this team, and I think they're a 5-car team. And I think the last guy has a Supra, which maybe we'll buy a Supra and upgrade that instead of the RX-7. I don't know. I think the Supra does have a bit higher potential ceiling in this game. But at the same time, there's also a like custom Supra that I'd probably like to buy because I very rarely actually use it in this game, or did in the past, which is the one that's actually featured in the intro, the blue, what is it, the blue Ridox Supra, which is a very nice looking car. But usually I go for the MCR R34 because I just like that car more, but something different than what I usually do, so. I'm gonna catch up to this Blue Arrow guy, because he's probably a wanderer, which is a good thing. Those pay nicely. Sometimes have cool cars to unlock. And he is really drifting out there, you can see. He's perpendicular to the track there. Oh, man. The good thing, though, about these shorter circuits is you catch up with people in a hurry. I like that. All less downtime between races and things like that. Snow Dancer. I'm thinking, because this guy's name is Snow Dancer, you have to challenge him in the snow. No. Well, that's that for the night. Because no, I don't have the list of everything in front of me and everything like that, like some people would probably do, because they consider racing every last person important. But that's not what I'm doing. Not here today, so I'm going to go ahead and quit right there for this session, and well, we'll keep things rolling on when we get back to Tokyo Xtreme Racer.